Welcome, everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Of course, I'm your host, DBoss, and I'm just asking everybody if they could just subscribe to the guests, support the guests that come on. If they have anything that you want to purchase or stream their music or anything like that, just support the guests. It's during the holidays. Everybody's coming out of the pandemic and coming out of all the different things that we're doing here and stuff like that. And also support the people, support all the guests that come on. We had yesterday a really good guest that came on, Miss Edie, and she was a spiritual person, a coach. She does a medium. She does a whole bunch of stuff. Then we got Michelle Ho, who she's the real sparkle diva. Then we got the the yes coach with Pamela Heath. So if you guys have missed any of those great episodes, all the episodes I do with all the other businesses are great. So, you could go to my YouTube channel, DBoss Networks, and you'll see all the shows there. You just click on videos, like them, watch them. Because if you don't get to see it on TV, when it's on Bell 5 Channel 658 or Carib Vision, you could go ahead to my YouTube channel so that everybody can see it. But today, we got a real special guest for you. And he's going to be coming in. He's coming in with the Christmas beat like the drumming. So he's Toronto celebrated solo Tassa drummers, and he's one of the first solo Tassa drummers in the world. And Tassa beats are unconventional and captivating and bringing a fusion of Afrobeats, soca, reggae, Latin chutney, and pop. But we're going to find out all about Tassa and it was official names right now. So with no other further ado, I introduce to you Bluez Tassa.
Yes, DBoss. How you doing, love? How are you today?
I'm good. Oh my gosh. And you're representing your brand there. You got all the blues, and you got on your blue shades and the brand Bluez Tassa. So first of all, on Real Life Matters here, people like to know what's your background and where you come from.
Well, first and foremost, I like to tell everybody I'm a straight Malton representative. However, that being said, my background is definitely from Trinidad.
I thought so.
That's where the Tassa come from. So definitely representing the full-blown, beautiful land of Trinidad and Tobago.
And I'm going to say Trinidad. What part of Trinidad? I don't need anybody to be coming asking me what part of Trinidad, because as if I know I'm in Trinidad.
And South Trinidad is like Princess Town, so I hail from the Princess Town. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So Bluez Tassa. So how did you come up with your name?
I mean, everybody knows me as Bluez. I've been performing Tassa for many years as in a band, the band settings and the band life, and everybody knew me as Bluez. So I figured I couldn't just go by Bluez anymore because you and I both know what blues is back home, and I'm not that type of entertainer. So.
Super Blue. Are you talking about Super Blue?
I'm talking about the Blue movies. So
the Blue. Oh, those type of movies. Oh, okay, that one. Okay, well, you know
when they go to Trinidad, they say, I'm gonna watch our Blues, So I say, I had to kind of be very specific and let them know that I am a Tassa drummer. So I figured Bluez Tassa was the way to go, and it's stuck since.
So how did you know? Did anybody in your family perform doing drumming or entertainment business, or you just decided that you wanted to become a Tassa drummer?
I've always liked doing things that were out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? Like I really like doing things that nobody else has done before. Whether it's the style of dressing, the way that I speak, the way that I do things. I believe we're all here to do something different. None of my fingers are the same size, same shape, but it's all on one hand. So I definitely like being that different, trend-setting type of being. And Tassa was something that I've grown to love. in my best moments, my saddest moments. Tassa's always been a basically a vent or an avenue that I could use to really like let myself free. I'm noticing that when I perform, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of people that look at me, and when they see me do my thing, the kind of response that I get is amazing. I mean, it caught me on the left field, straight on the left field. So basically, when I started seeing it bit by bit, I perform after a few band gigs, in the clubs, pull out my drum and just start going with it. And people were like, "Oh, you should keep doing this." And uh, the creative mind in me started saying, "Hell, all right, let's get it done." And I guess it took a life of its own from then on.
So who have you worked with in the industry? And I know you probably work with a lot here with because it's part of the Caribbean soca. So tell us
Well,
who you work with.
a lot of the names I might drop are like people people might not recognize those names anymore. But I would say for me, hands down, one of the best experiences I've had was Byron Lee and the Dragoneers.
Oh,
Byron
people
Lee,
know that man.
from Jamaica, and performing with his style, and it was amazing. I got to perform with Kes, Shansia. I performed with Sean Paul. He did a little dance, while I performed. These are like more notable names. I performed for CP24 during the Caravana show. A lot of South Asian festivals, Bollywood festivals, African festivals. Yeah, so it's getting a lot of momentum, a lot of love. But I would say those are the most notable names right now.
Well, the drummer is always the one that's important. That's the one that they always say the drummer has the biggest ego.
We're trying to put me on the spot. We're trying to do put me on the spot.
No, but it's true. The drummer is the one that controls everybody because they start to boom, boom, boom. And if you're not hearing that, then people are like, oh, okay. But you
Well, you
guys
know,
control the momentum because you start to build it. And sometimes you guys, you act up a little bit. I'm not playing today. And then everybody's like, what?
I'm gonna lie. You're gonna have to have you do have to have a big set to come out here and a big set to really come out and do this thing, especially if there's nobody else doing it. There's nobody to copy or there's nobody to
Mm-hmm.
emulate. This is all stone cold on my own, and yeah, I mean, I ain't denying about the ego part. So,
Well, well, you see what happens. So are you training anybody to come up in your footsteps after you or what? Or are you
that's
just gonna
actually
keep going?
that is actually my main goal. I do have students as it stands right now. I've opened and reopened my band that I've kind of taken a hiatus from in the last 5 years. But my son, um, he's doing phenomenal things on the big drum, the big bass drum,
Oh, he
and has,
likes that. Okay.
oh, he bad boy, he bad. So
Because
and then
sometimes they don't want to do what daddy does if they rebel a little bit.
to be honest with you, it's been a blessing because I don't push him in it. I kind of do my own thing, and he was more in the back end on the technical side, setting up my cameras, my photos, my Instagram. And then he started doing it and started getting involved. I started teaching a couple of students, and when I started teaching the students, he would kind of like, like what y'all doing, and try to jump in, and lo and behold, I guess it's in his blood, and he's definitely doing some damage. So the answer to your question, yes, there's not one, there's several young gentlemen coming up. We got also a female coming up, but I do anticipate each and every one of them to be better than me, and that's how I've always been taught to always hold back. The teacher always holds back a little bit. I don't really agree with that. I mean, it's kind of like a secret; it has to come out. So why
Right.
not? Why not just give them every damn tool I have to kick it up a notch and be better than me? And I saw Sammy Davis Jr. looking at Michael Jackson one time while Michael was performing, and it was something that resonated with me. when I saw Sammy sitting down, for his birthday, and Michael was performing, and he was almost in tears, and he was just so happy to see Michael do his thing. And I think, as Michael Jackson is probably the number one influence in my life, overall as an entertainer, knowing that that is available, I said, you know what, I definitely want whoever I teach to be better than me. I want to sit down and watch them do their thing. I want to watch them kick it, and I want to look at them and say, "Geez, that boy bad." So it's a dream I have, and I know it's gonna happen.
So who would you like to work with or do a collaboration with that you've always dreamed? Because people here on Real Life Matters, people say things, and next thing you know, people are reaching out to people.
Well, I left out one of the biggest names I performed with. He's actually the reason I started this line, and it's actually his music that complemented my music, almost hand in hand, and that's Marshall Montano. Marshall, I got to perform with him. I got to work with him. It was crazy. A little something, but it was really before the Bluez Tassa came out. So I mean, coming up on in the future, hopefully the near future, the King of Soca and the King of Tassa could, join together and make something happen. But Marshall is definitely his work ethic, his style, his type of music, his selection of rhythm. Man, that shit really resonates with me.
Wow. So that's who you want to do something with then.
And then I mean, Justin Bieber, like that boy's got some. That boy, I mean, I've heard some of his. I have performed with some of his tracks, and I do have a crazy, response to it. And I basically feel that anything that has that perfect chemistry of rhythm, um, once it exists, the Tassa could find its way home. So Justin Bieber and Marshall are my two go-tos right now when it comes to rhythm. Locally, I would say somebody more who has a really edgy vibe. I've already been in talks with him 1-2 times, and he's like king that we do it. Is lyrical, out of Trinidad as well. So lyrical is So lyrical. Expect something sooner than later. Sooner than later. Lyrical, you already know me, and you have something in the planning. So it's about that time, right? Yeah.
All right. Well, we got a couple videos here. We want to show people what you do. So we'll play it. We're going to show them up here. And you'll be right here. Hold on. Okay, we got one. Oh, that's a really good one there too. We're gonna watch the next one. Woo! You're getting people moving, man. I want to get up and move right now.
Come on, that's the thing. That's the thing. Get up and dance.
That's some high energy there, boy.
I can hear you, everybody. Make some noise. Woo! Woo! Let's go.
Yeah, and the host of that show, the host of that actual event is the person on the stage with me.
Yeah.
Is actually he's actually the host of FIFA right now, the World Cup that's going on. So you'll see him getting the crowd hype, and he's actually one of the main guys.
Well, I'm interviewing right after you, someone from FIFA. Coming in from Qatar. Naja.
That's
Naja.
him. That's Naja on the
Yeah,
that's
he's
Naja on
coming
the
in.
mic.
He's coming in from Qatar, so I got him. We can't wait. We can't wait for him. I'm
Oh
gonna tell him that. I'm gonna tell him that I'm gonna tell him you said hi.
man, Naja. You go get him, baby.
Wow. And they're coming in. I don't know what they're drinking over there. If they're getting to drink, because apparently they couldn't get to. They don't have any alcohol.
No. So it's fire water. It's not fire water. It's cold water. You're gonna have to be drinking.
All right, let's watch this last video. Hold on. Of you.
All right.
Learning. I want everyone to get up here. Closer. Yes, we're trying to come back tonight.
That was actually for a Charlie Black out of Jamaica. That was the Charlie Black song. Yeah, man. That was some vibes, good vibes. Can't complain.
Well, I like the jackets, man. You can just pass them over here when if you're finished with them.
Yeah, say the word, DBoss. I got you, baby. I got you. Anytime you're ready, say the word.
And we can get that same one you have on there too.
Yeah,
I love the jackets. I like the fringes. I like all that.
Yes,
All
man.
that. So, what more can we expect from Bluez Tassa? What's everybody waiting for? You got any movies coming out? Anything? What more can we expect from you?
First and foremost, what I'm doing right now is I just came back from Ethiopia. I did a crazy gig out there. So, Tassa to the world. Much love and thanks for all that I'm getting out there, and all the love that I'm getting is just crazy. So with that in mind, I will be going back to Ethiopia. I will be in Dubai very soon, and where I will be next is in a studio to get some music because there's only so many covers I could get done. But now we're getting a chance. I also work with DJ Power, who's an amazing DJ from Hot 97 out of New York. Power is one of my closest friends and an incredible talent. He's almost a musical. Not almost. He is a musical genius, and we have a lot of different ideas we're bubbling together right now. So expect by the end of January, we're definitely gonna have some music put out. And
they gotta come back. And they gotta come back.
Definitely.
You gotta come back, so because everybody's gonna wonder what happened to that guy. That Bluez Tassa guy. Where is he?
One thing I feel that I have to do is leave an imprint on your mind. Like, you see, when you go home and you like take off your clothes and you're getting ready to go bathe and end your night, you're like, damn, like what was that boy on? If I don't do that, I'm gonna go back to the drawing board until I get it right. But I don't stop. I definitely don't stop. This is just the very beginning, and I'm just starting. I got way more in the bag.
All right. So, any shout outs that you want to give the people?
I just want to shout out Malton. Malton is my community. I'm a full-blown Malton representative. MA all the time, live life all day, and I want to shout out to, again, my boy Naja out in Qatar doing your thing. A full-blown fan of anybody just doing things that are out of the blue, different, and definitely shout out to my family, like, for being there and supporting me with my crazy ambitions and having nothing to really.
You're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, when I tell them what I do, they're like, really? That? But then again, Blues, he's always doing something, and it always seems to be working out for him. So I do believe you put heart and soul into anything and just do it with pure realness and love, anything could pop off.
Okay. All right. So tell everybody if they want to reach out, they want to book you, they want to get you on their thing. Tell us what your social media is and who to call, who to contact.
All right. So right now I am being managed by a gentleman by the name of Greg from Planet Rock. Planet Rock manages another artist by the name of Cranium out of Jamaica. So Greg is the best way to find me. My Instagram is I am Bluez, IAMBLUEZ. You can find me. That is pretty much my only platform right
And
now.
it's there on the screen, people, if you can't see
Oh,
it.
that's right. That's right. Check the bottom. All right. DBoss knows what's up. Yeah,
All
but
right.
that's
Well,
right now. Yep.
all right. Well, it was great having you on Bluez Tassa. We expect you to come back in 2023 and let us know what you're doing or your album is, so you can hear something of it. So, and we can't wait because your beats are so uplifting. People follow him. Reach out if you guys want him at your event. I'm pretty sure he's flexible.
I bend it, but I don't break.
Well, you have to do a lot of bending when holding that drum.
Oh, girl, you ain't seen nothing yet.
All right. All right.
Love.
So,
Thank you for having me on. Peace and love.
Peace, everybody. So I want to thank the viewers for watching tonight. Real Life Matters. So good night and bye for now.